everybody. This is bat rep number 5 for Explodes on 6. As always, I'm Bill. Nathaniel.
I thought you did mine last time.
We're going to be doing a 2,000 point game with using the new chapter approved missions. Today we're going to be doing Eternal War, Supplies from Above.
Yes.
And Nathaniel, what is Supplies from Above?
So Supplies from Above, basically you set down 4 objective markers, and at the start of your turn you're able to move that objective marker 3 inches, so you can actually mess with your opponent. If at the end of your turn, or I guess at the start of your turn, your opponent is going to be catching that objective or capturing it, you can move it 3 inches and they no longer count as holding that objective. Also, models that have the fly keyword count as objective secured, which is basically my entire army.
When we go through, yeah, you'll see why that's going to be a big problem for me. And it excludes
flyers like the supersonic keyword.
So if it's in the flyer role, then it doesn't get it.
Yes.
Cool. So with that said, we're going to be trying out a few things here. I'll be using Dark Angels.
Yes.
And we'll be kind of seeing if the Ravenwing attack squadron is kind of worth its command points.
Vigilance detachment.
Yep. And then we'll also be seeing how the Necrons have benefited from their, in my opinion, much needed points drops.
Fresh off the painting table.
the painting assembly line.
Yes, yes.
Cool. So with that said, we'll roll right into what we're bringing for our armies, and then we'll start deployment.
Alright, so for my battalion detachment, 2,000 points, I'm going to be running them as Mefrit. We have Kotek. He's on his Catacomb Command Barge. He has the Immortal Pride Warlord trait. He also has the Lightning Field Relic that gives him a 4-up invuln. Immortal Pride allows you to ignore casualties for what's it called? Morale test, that's what it is. And he can deny as if he was a psychic. He can deny 1 psychic power. Next up you have the Cryptek. He just has the Chronometron, Technomancer. He's basically standard Cryptek. And then also just a stock standard Lord, allows to reroll 1s. So he's going to be rolling with the troops. Alright, and then for the troops in that detachment, we have 2 squads of 20 Necron warriors. They have the Gauss Flayer, strength 4, -1, 1 damage. And just behind them there, we have the Immortals, and they have the Gauss Blasters. Rapid Fire 1, strength 5, -2, 1 damage as well. Okay, also in that detachment we have the Monolith. He went down from, I believe, 380 to 320 points, or 320 points, so he got quite the points reduction. Just trying to see how he does. He has the Gauss Flux Arcs, I believe he has 4 of those, so he puts out a lot of shots. Also has the Particle Whip. He's got the Eternity Gate, so charging him, he could do a potential D6 mortal wounds. He also has transport capacity, so we'll see how he does. He can deep strike. He's toughness 8. He's got 20 wounds, so we'll see how he does. Alright, so heading up the Outrider detachment is my Destroyer Lord. I actually paid 1 CP just to give him an extra artifact. I gave him the Veil of Darkness. It's a really good movement tool that happens at the end of the movement phase. You basically get a free deep strike. I was thinking about using it on either the destroyers, maybe move them around, get some more mobility, but I can also do it on an Immortal squad or a Warrior squad. It just gives me more options. He comes in with the rerolls of 1 for the model. He has a 4-up invulnerable. I gave him the Phylactery, which instead of only regaining 1 wound for living metal, he regains D3. And he also has that United in Hatred ability, which allows destroyers and heavy destroyers to reroll their wound rolls. Alright, so also in the Outrider detachment, I have, of course, my 3 fast attacks. I have 5 Scarab Swarms, so 1 unit of 5. Also 6 destroyers, and 6 Canoptic Wraiths.
So for my battalion detachment, I will be rolling with Azrael and a Space Marine lieutenant. The lieutenant is equipped with a power sword and a plasma pistol. For my battalion troops, I'm going to be running with a heavy support option of a Devastator squad, 3 missile launchers and 1 heavy bolter, as well as an Armorium Cherub and 5 tactical marines. Sergeant is equipped with a Storm Bolter. The troops, I have 4 scout squads. 2 of the scout squads have, these 2 squads have heavy bolters. The other squad is just a typical scout squad, no heavy weapons or anything like that. The 4th scout squad is 4 sniper rifles and a missile launcher, and 3 of the 4 squads, the ones with the heavy weapons, have a plasma pistol equipped sergeant. My Outrider detachment, which I will be spending a command point for the Specialist detachment, Ravenwing Attack Squadron, will consist of Samael on Corvex and a Ravenwing Talon Master, who I will be spending a command point to make the field commander. I will be giving the Talon Master the relic Heavenfall Blade. I would have given him the Monster Slayer of Caliban, but there really wasn't too many options. He had to actually use it, and they both have the same profile, except the Heavenfall Blade adds 1 extra attack as its kind of special thing. And for the rest of the models in the Outrider detachment, I will be bringing a 7-man squad of Ravenwing bikes. One of them has a flamer, another one has a plasma pistol, one of them is equipped with a chainsword, and then the sergeant is equipped with a power sword. The attack bike is equipped with a multi-melta. They will be accompanied by a dark shroud with an assault cannon and a 4-man Black Knight squad. One of them is equipped with a power sword, the sergeant, or the huntmaster, and the other one is equipped with a grenade launcher. And then they will also be supported by 2 Nephilim jet fighters with twin las cannon, heavy bolters, and black sword missiles. Alright guys, so we have just finished setting up the board for our objective placement. So we have 4 objectives to place. So we've got an objective here, pretty close to Nathaniel's deployment zone.
There's an objective right here.
An objective here, by my deployment zone.
An objective here, and 1 right here.
And 1 right there.
So 4 objectives in total.
3 out of the 4 very close to Nathaniel's deployment zone. We went with the Spearhead Assault, I think that's what it's called.
Yes.
So you can see the board's pretty well set up. Got a lot of cover, a fair amount of line of sight blocking. I ended up putting my guys on the table first. So for the new chapter approved rules, instead of each of us alternating between who puts what down, you put your entire army down first if you weren't the one that got to pick your deployment zone.
Yes, which I like.
And then from that, I will get to choose whether or not I want to go first, and then Nathaniel will have an opportunity to seize
the initiative.
So I've got a lot of guys that kind of need to move a bit. They'll be okay if they don't end up going first, I think, just because I've got -1 to hit and a 4-up invul bubble spread out to about here for my troops and my bikes. Yeah. But I'm going to go ahead and try and go first. So I'm going to elect to kick off.
Okay.
Would you like to roll for initiative?
Actually, I think I'm going to let you come towards me, and then I will move up in counterfire, so...
Alright, so Nathaniel has a very worrying plan. Alright, so we'll come back after the movement phase.
Oh, before movement phase, for this mission itself, before the first turn, what we do is we alternate starting with the person who gets the first turn, so it would be Bill first. He would roll a d6, I would try to beat him, and if I do beat him, whoever wins gets to take an objective marker, the one that they elected, and they can move it 3 inches. Can't be off the board, and it can't be on top of a model. So, I guess we can go ahead and do that right now, or...
Sure, yeah, we'll actually... Yeah, you know, we'll roll off for it on camera.
Alright, get your thing. So, you started first, or you're going to have first turn, so you can choose whichever marker you want to move first.
All right. So let's start with we'll start with objective 4.
Okay.
I'll see if I can move that a little bit further away. So I roll the 1, pretty easy to beat.
1. I'm gonna roll a 3.
Okay, so you get to move that.
I'm gonna go ahead and move this objective, maybe like right there, just to put a little more into cover here. Also, we did forget to mention that you don't score objectives until the beginning of turn 2. So there will be no objective scoring for the first turn. It allows you to move your army, and then it gives your opponent the chance to deny you those objectives. So these objectives, so first turn is basically going to be all about mobility, all about moving strategically, tactically, wherever you want to capture as many objectives as you can. And then at the beginning of Bill's second turn is when he'll actually start claiming objectives. So I actually like that. I think it's pretty strategic, pretty tactical. You have to think about, you know, your movements.
And then do we move the other objectives, or is it just you just pick one?
Nope. So now it's going to be my turn. I'm going to go for objective 1 here, right in the middle. See what I roll. See what you roll. I'm going to go ahead and roll right here. I rolled a 4.
And I rolled a 3 under that.
I mean, naturally, I'm going to go ahead and move it more towards me. So the bulk of my force is going to be coming either this way or this way. I think I want to go this way to capture as many objectives as possible. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're just going to go ahead and move it that way. Just inch it a little closer. Then you get to choose the next objective.
Alright, so I'll do objective 3 back here.
Okay. Let me grab my dice. So you rolled a 2.
2, not fantastic.
I rolled
rolls
a 2
to
as
start.
well. So in the event of a tie, you actually do not move the objective at all.
Yep.
It just stays there.
All right.
Then the only one that's left was that number 2 over there.
Yep.
Let me go ahead and roll. I rolled a 6.
Oh, almost a
You
6.
rolled another 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to move it right here. So you're still going to be within 3 inches, but I just want to have these 3 points that I'm going to try to hold. I'm just going to try to move them closer, try to keep them in the same area, just so I can move my horde on top of it.
Sweet. All right, so we'll start with the movement phase. Before we get into that too, we should probably go over command points. So I spent 2 command points to get the specialist attachment, and then to also make my Talon Master a field commander.
Okay.
I had 5 for the battalion attachment, 1 for the outrider,
Yes.
and then +3 for Battleforge, and then +1 for Azrael, being my warlord, part of his deal. So that'll bring me to 10 minus 2, so I have 8 to start.
So I had 9. Battalion 5, +3 for being Battleforge, +1 for having an outrider puts me at 9. Then -1 because I elected to give my Destroyer Lord, who's sitting right here, the Veil of Darkness. I added 1 relic on top of the lightning field that he has.
Alright. So we will start after movement phase for turn 1.
Yes.
Alright, so movement phase turn 1 for the Dark Angels. So pretty much just moved everything up the middle here. Everything is still within 6 inches of the Dark Shroud, so everything's going to be -1 to hit. The Jets will be -2 to hit. Everybody is within 6 inches of these guys, so they're good. Didn't move my Devastator squad. I didn't move any of my scouts. I did advance my my Black Knights and my Ravenwing bike squad. So I will have to be using some stratagems if I really want to make the most out of them. But we'll get to that in a little bit. So we'll start with shooting phase. We'll start with the scouts on this side. We're going to shoot at the Wraiths over there.
Wraiths, alright.
So the snipers do have a 36-inch range. They're only strength 4, but if I get a wound roll of a 6, then it doesn't mortal wound. So let's start.
Could be good.
It could be good, or I'll screw up horribly.
Or you'll whiff. Such is the way.
And then we'll go ahead and use the... what's their toughness? 5 or 6?
Tough 5.
Toughness 5?
Yes.
Alright. So we'll go ahead and we'll just have him use his frag shell.
Okay.
And then we'll have him do it... We'll just have him fire his frag shell at these troops over here.
So these warriors sitting right here?
Yeah.
Okay, and that's the guy that's in the he's in the scout squad, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Go for it.
Okay. So the frag shell, he's got 4 shots. We'll start with that.
Just move over.
Okay. So these aren't going to hit. So we got 2 hits, wounding on 4s. Okay, 2 wounds.
2 wounds.
And then if
that's on just the normal warrior.
Yeah.
What's the minus?
There's no AP on the frag
For
shell.
the frag? Alright. Okay, so is it a 3 and a 6? I believe that's one dead. Armor of 4. We'll just plink off this guy in the back here.
Alright, so now we're shooting at the wraiths. Okay, so 2 hits, rerolling 1s because of Grim Resolve.
Alright.
Okay, so just 2 hits. And then wounding on 5s. Okay, so we got 1 mortal wound.
1 mortal, alright. So that's gonna go ahead and put this. That's 1 mortal and then 1 just normal save, right?
The other one didn't go through, it's just a 2.
But is it a mortal in addition to the
it's just
damage? So it's just 1 mortal.
We'll look it up.
Alright, so we went ahead and looked it up, and it's in addition to damage, so I do need to make a 3-up roll here. Go ahead and roll it right here. Alright, that's a 1, so he's going to go ahead and take 2 damage. Leaving 1 wraith. We'll put it on this one in the middle here. He's going to be down to 1 wound.
Sweet. Alright, so now that I did do a wound to that unit, we're going to try and use the new stratagem that comes with the specialist attachment for the Ravenwing attack squadron.
Okay.
It's going to be called Signal the Attack. It's 1 command point. Essentially, now that guy's been wounded, all of my Ravenwing guys are going to be +1 to hit against that unit.
That's gross.
And then Azrael does allow command point on a 5-up, so we'll see if he gets it back. And he does get it back, so I'm still at 8.
Get it back. So that's going to be your first for the turn. First and only for the turn.
Under the big fat.
Yes.
Alright, so we'll start with the Talon Master.
Alright.
He's got a twin assault cannon and a twin heavy bolter, so we'll start with the twin assault cannon. He did move, so he'd be at 4 to hit instead of 3, but
he's +1 because
of Signal the Attack. So he's back to a 3-up. Alright, so 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Alright, let's see what he does. Okay, rerolling 1s and 2s. Not bad so far.
He's rolling because of Azrael, right?
Because of Samael. He allows
Samael, that's
reroll all failed hits to all Ravenwing units.
Nice.
Okay, cool. So it looks like we got 10 hits. Or no, sorry, 11 hits.
Okay.
Wounding on strength 6 weapon, AP -1.
So they're tough 5s, so 3s.
Cool, so wounding on 3s. Okay, rerolling 1s because of himself, because he's basically a lieutenant. We'll take these 2s out of there. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wounds for you to save.
Alright. Well, they kind of went everywhere.
They got, I think you failed 1.
1 fail. Okay. So that's, is it just 1 damage or?
Yeah, 1 damage each for that.
Right. I don't think it would really matter because he only had 1 wound, but that is 1 wraith dead.
Okay. And then he'll fire his twin heavy bolter.
Alright.
3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, 6. Alright. Okay, and then, so it looks like 5 hits.
Is that re-rolling the 2s or? Re-rolling
oh yeah, that's
hits?
right, sorry, because of Azrael. Alright, into a 1.
Okay.
5 hits, and then wounding on
strength 5, right?
4s. Okay.
So re-rolling those 1s.
Alright, so 3 wounds.
This would be 3.
Okay, and
so is that 1 goes through, right?
Yep.
Alright, 1 damage, so that's going to put another wraith on 2 wounds. We'll go ahead and put it on this guy right here.
Alright, and then we'll go ahead and do the assault cannon for the Dark Shroud.
Okay.
It's just going to be 6 shots. 6. Okay, re-rolling failed hits, which is good. Alright, so 4 hits. And then wounding on 3s, re-rolling 1s. Okay, so just 3 wounds.
So, 3 more.
Okay.
Alright, these all good.
Alright.
That beautiful 3-up emblem.
And then, let's see. Let's go ahead and take... So these guys advance, so I'm going to spend a command point to give them speed of the Raven. It just allows them to shoot and charge.
Okay.
And then that negates their -1 to advance because it's just treated as regular. So they'll be hitting on their full profile. We're going to have them go ahead and fire... we'll have them fire everything at the Wraith. So let me just count up how many shots it's going to be because it's a lot of rapid fire shots.
Sounds good.
Come right back. Alright, so... He's going to fire everything he's got. So he's got, this squad has 28 Vulcan shots, and they have some extra weapons, so we'll resolve those after.
And that's going into the Wraiths. So
Okay.
trying to bring them down with weight of fire here, that's definitely how you want to do it.
Alright, so this is 20 dice, and they're going to be re-rolling all failed hits. They're going to be hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s and 2s. Okay, re-rolling 1s and 2s.
What's their normal BS?
Their normal ballistic skill is 3.
So they should be BS2, right? Because +1 for that strat, or how does that work?
That
Ravenwing
right.
strat? So hitting on 2s, right?
Alright, well, I guess that will leave that there. Ugh. How many 1s and 2s did I have?
Yeah, I don't remember.
Whatever, we'll remember that for the other ones. So.
Yeah.
Alright, so they should have been hitting on 2s.
Because you used the stratagem that ignored their...
Well, then we'll say that. There we go. Alright.
That works out.
That
You
works
effectively ignored
20,
the advancing, the -1 for advancing.
26 out of 28. Alright, sorry, that was 20. And then I need 8 more. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, and we're rolling with 1. Okay, there we go.
Okay.
So basically 26 out of 28
Yes.
hits. So pretty good.
Very good.
Okay.
Strength 4, right?
Yeah.
Tough 5, so you're going to need 5. This is going to be the hard part.
Alright, not too bad. Any
Not
ones
bad at
in
all.
here? No, no ones. Okay. Not a bad amount of wounds. Pretty solid roll, I'd say.
That's definitely...
And that was,
definitely...
that was the first 20 dice, so why don't you save those ones first?
Okay.
And then I'll do the remaining 6.
So that's actually a terrible roll. So that's going to be...
Oh no.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wounds.
You're going down!
So 2, 3, 4, 5. And this one is going to be down to a wound.
Okay, and then
Ouch.
I've got 6 more shots with those same weapons. Alright, re-rolling... Oh wait, sorry, these are for just wounds, my bad. Alright, so 2... Did I get a 1 on there? No, no 1s. So just 2 more wounds.
2 more? Alright. 3s. Oh, makes them both that
got
time.
both of those. Alright, and then just to resolve the rest of their weapons, just because there's a multi-melta in there, there's a flamer, and there's a plasma gun. We'll start with the plasma gun. We won't bother overcharging. He's in rapid fire, so we'll start with that. Okay, those both hit. And then wounding on 3s, strength 7. Okay, both wound.
Alright.
And then you'll be taking your invul. Okay,
there we
so
go.
make both. So then the flamer,
D6.
3 shots. And then wounding on 5s. 1 wound.
For 1. And we're good.
Okay, and then we'll do the multi-melta. So he moved, but he's +1 to hit, so he's still hitting on a 3.
Yep.
Okay, so that's a hit.
Alright.
And then should wound on a 3.
Yes.
Okay, that's a wound.
That is a wound.
Okay.
And that's a 1. D6 damage. Well, 2d6, right?
If he's within half. So 6 damage.
Alright, so that's just going to kill the guy that was on 1 wound.
Okay.
There are 2 wraiths remaining.
Alright, then we'll go ahead and fire Samael's weapons. So he's got twin storm bolters, so that's going to be rapid fire 8.
Okay.
It should be for sure within half. Ooh. Yeah, he's at like 12. And then he's got a plasma cannon underneath. So we'll do the storm bolters first. So it's going to be 8 shots. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then he's hitting on 2s. Okay, and then re-rolling failed hits because of himself. Okay, so that's 8 hits. Winning on 5s, re-rolling 1s. Alright, not as good, but I can't expect everything to be like that other one. Okay, so just 2 wounds, making it 3 up.
And we're good.
Okay, and then we'll do the plasma cannon. It's 1d3 shots. Okay, so it's going to be
2 shots.
Alright, and then he's going to be hitting on 3s because he moved. Alright, and then re-rolling.
He doesn't ignore the moving?
Well, he's ballistic skill 2, then he's -1, and then he's plus, so I guess he is 2, yeah.
Yeah.
So is that a 1? Well, he's still got to re-roll it though. Alright, so those both hit.
Yep.
Okay, and then should be winning on 3. Okay, so 2 wounds.
Alright. Good again.
So those are both good. Then we'll fire these plasma guys. So they have an 18-inch move. So we'll fire everything again at them. Yeah. Or sorry, not 18, 18-inch range.
Yep. So these guys are going to be firing at normal ballistic skill, right? Because they would normally... You only did the advancing to this front squad?
Yep, and then... Okay. Let me just make sure I got the range on that right.
Still 2.
So the Black Knights are...
2 wraiths left.
18 inches, and then the grenade launcher... well, we'll get... 24 inches. There we go. Alright. Cool. So we'll start with... so it's going to be 2, 4, 6 shots. We'll start with that. 2, 4, 6. Okay, and then we reroll 1s. Well, they advanced, so we'll have to do that too. Yeah, and then their ballistic skill should technically be a 2, 3 for advancing. Okay. Alright, so 5 hits. Winning on 3s. Rerolling 1s because Lieutenant.
That's pretty good.
Okay.
Okay, so it's 4 wounds.
4 wounds.
And then it's just going to be invuln save. Alright.
Okay, there we go.
Saves all of them. That makes up for that one terrible roll I had.
Alright, so we still got some stuff to shoot with.
Can these wraiths survive shooting his entire army at them?
I'm going to do some split firing with the jets here. They're going to fire their heavy bolters at these guys. And then
which ones?
So both jets, they're going to fire their twin heavy bolter at the wraiths.
At the wraiths, okay. And
then they're going to fire their twin las cannons. We'll go ahead and fire their twin las cannons at... It's going to be worse for me. It looks like they can see the destroyers.
Okay.
So they'll fire... But they have a +5 invul save, don't they?
They do have a 5-up invul due to the Cryptek who's sitting right there. So this whole blob has a 5-up invul.
Okay. And then do they get +1 to the reanimation protocols too, or is that only for...
What do you mean?
So the Cryptek gives a +1 to their...
Yes, for infantry, yeah.
Okay, so anyone with infantry key.
So they do count as infantry, these guys.
So
they look like vehicles, but
what's their toughness, 5 or 6?
I believe they're tough 5.
Okay.
But we will definitely check to make sure.
Alright, so we'll go ahead and we'll split fire the blast cannons and the Black Sword missile launchers. We're going to go ahead and put them... how many wounds are they? 3 wounds each?
They are 3 wounds each.
So we'll go ahead and we'll fire everything at the Yeah, we'll fire at the destroyers.
Destroyers? Alright. Just gonna quickly check to see what their toughness is. So the destroyers are indeed toughness 5. 3 wounds. It's the Destroyer Lord that is a tough 6.
So we'll start with this guy here.
Alright.
We'll just do them one at a time.
Yes.
Just
it's probably
see if we can take out the wraiths, and then
Yep.
we'll move on to the rest of it. So 6 shots from the Twin Heavy Bolter.
Okay. Do they ignore moving and firing heavy?
So that's actually a good point. So they're going to be... They do have strafing run, but you have fly.
I do.
So they don't get the +1 to hit for that, but they are going to be hitting on 3s because of the +1.
So they're going to be hitting at normal ballistic skill because of the strafing run.
Yep. So they'll still be hitting on 3s. And then re-rolling failed hits, which is good. Is it Azrael? Okay, it didn't matter because it was all on the 2s.
Translate.
Okay, wounding on 3s.
3s?
Or sorry, no, wounding on 5s because it's
or
5s,
4s, right? Because it's strength 5,
4,
so no wounds.
So
actually.
no wounds there. Okay, and then we'll do the other one. Okay, that's much better. So
this
6
is
hits.
the second the second jet fighter. Okay.
Okay, that's
You're rolling that
so,
1.
All right, into a 1. So that's gonna be 5 wounds. Just need 5 3-ups.
So there's a 2 there. So that's 3 damage that come through.
Yep.
So that's actually going to kill another wraith. What else do you have to fire?
So I still have these 2 scout squads.
Okay.
I have this Devastator squad.
Okay.
And then I still have like the rest of these guys shooting attacks. Oh,
yes.
You know what? We'll come back to it at the end, but I forgot to fire his grenade launcher thing.
Okay. So I'm actually going to use a command point, just to try to keep one of the wraiths alive on 1 wound, just so you have to put more shots into it. So on a 3,
What's the strategy?
just a reroll.
Oh,
It's just a command point reroll. So that's saved. So that's going to go ahead and put 1 wraith on a wound.
Okay. And then
The rest of the shots into the destroyer.
just so we don't forget, we'll go ahead and fire with this guy's frag shells or whatever.
Okay.
I should have done that before, but I'm a bad player.
And where is that going to be going into? The wraiths?
Yeah, so we'll actually fire the... So we'll fire the crack shell, just because it's assault 2. And it's going to be strength 6, AP -1, D3 damage.
Okay, how many shots?
2. Okay, rerolling. Well, that one hit. No, because they advanced.
But
So-
you ignored the advance, right? Or
Yeah, but
is it a heavy
their both
weapon?
skill is 3.
Got
so
you. And it's a heavy weapon?
It's not a heavy weapon. It's just
not?
an assault weapon. Okay, so just 1 hit from that.
Alright.
And then wounding on 3. Okay, so that's a wound.
6.
And then you just need a 3-up.
Good.
Alright, so now we'll go back to the shooting phase for
Back
these guys.
to the 2 jet fighters.
So we'll start with him. So we'll do his twin las cannon, strength 9.
Okay.
So wounding on 3s,
So
hitting on 3s. Okay, so that's 1 hit.
3. Rerolling.
Okay, so 2 hits.
Okay.
Wounding on 3.
A 3.
Okay,
That's
so
no wounds.
can't reroll. And then black sword missiles, 2 shots, strength 7, wounding on 3s. Okay, 2
So hitting on
hits.
3s.
Sorry, hitting on 3. 2 hits. And then wounding on 3. Okay, rerolling 1.
One, yeah.
Okay, so that is a wound.
Alright, what's the minus?
It's AP -2.
Okay,
like a
so
normal
we'll
missile.
just go with the 5 up. No. What's the damage?
The damage is something I should have known. The damage is 2.
2. Alright,
And it's
that's...
also AP -3, but that didn't matter.
Nope, do have that invuln save. Let me grab a dice real quick.
Well, it's not a feel no pain.
No, just my 5 up invuln, so it was going to be the invuln regardless of
Yeah,
what the minus was.
You rolled a 1.
Yeah, no, I failed it. I'm just
Oh.
saying. The minus of it doesn't matter because I was going to roll a 5 anyways. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Alright, so that puts 1 to... Oh, that's the Destroyer Lord. Don't want him to take that wound. And the second jet fighter?
Okay, the second jet fighter, twin las cannons. Okay, 2 hits.
Both hit.
Moving on 3s. Okay, 2 wounds. And then AP minus 3. So
yep, so 5 up. Nope.
Okay, failed both. 2d6.
Okay, so
that's going to be 6 damage.
So what I'm going to do is, since you can choose how you want to take these wounds, I'm going to put the 4 wounds on the one that has 1 remaining, and I'm going to put the 2 on the fresh one, so that's going to leave him at 1 wound. So he is going to die, and he will be at 1 wound.
Okay.
A little bit of tactics there.
And the black sword missile launcher. Okay, both hit.
Both hit.
Wounding on 3s. Okay, can't reroll that, so 1 wound.
Gets the 5.
So you got the 5 there. Alright, so everybody in this thing has finally shot their weapons. We'll go ahead and fire my scout squad.
Okay.
Forgot about these guys here. So they're just out of range of anything. It's for a plasma pistol anyways. And then a little further back.
These aren't snipers, right? They're just normal bolters?
These are just normal bolters and a heavy bolter.
Okay.
So we'll start with the heavy bolter. We'll shoot into them, or sorry, into the wraiths.
All right.
And I guess really everything is going to shoot at the wraiths, just because that's what they're in range of. So.
Okay.
Alright, heavy bolter. Okay. So that's going to be 3 hits.
Yep.
Wounding on 4s. Okay, rerolling 1s because of this guy. Or sorry, I should say because of the Talon Master, so it's going to be wounds. 3 wounds. Okay, and I don't...
So 2 go through.
I don't know what the other one was, but it's probably good.
Yeah. So that puts 1 wound on him, and that leaves this guy at 2 wounds remaining.
And then, is that in range? Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So then everybody, the last bolters, there's just 3 bolters, or bolt guns. They'll be hitting on 3s. Okay, 3 hits. Wounding on 5s. Okay, 2 wounds. Okay.
All right, takes 1.
Through.
Oh, I already got 1 there.
All right. And then... Okay, and then just pause that real quick. Okay, so we're almost done with the shooting phase. I think I just have this squad and this squad left. I'm going to spend a command point, bringing me down to 7 command points, because I can't reroll again, to use flak shells, which is just, it just adds 1 to hit if you're a flyer, and it does mortal wounds, 1d3. So we'll have this guy here. He's the only one that really can see. He's going to try and fire at that wraith, and then everybody else within range, which is just going to be the other 2 missiles and the heavy bolter, they're going to shoot at him. I'll give
the monolith?
At the monolith, sorry. And plus, we'll give the Sergeant Signum. It does add +1 to hit. He'll already be hitting him too, so there's not a point in giving it to the guy that's going to do the flak missile, so we'll just give it to one of the other missile launchers.
Okay.
And everyone else will be hitting.
What's the strength of the flak missile?
It's strength
6?
No, it's strength. Or sorry, flak missile. It's just going to do mortal wounds.
Oh, okay.
So if it hits, so we'll start with that one. So that's going to be a hit, and then 1d3 mortal wounds.
Oh, he's only got 1 wound left.
Yeah. All right. So cool. So I do get first strike.
Yes.
Just barely. And then the other 2, we'll give the Sergeant Signum. I'll use a green dice for that one to show that he's sitting on 2s. So it's going to be just 2 missiles. So green one has the Signum. Okay. So everybody... Sorry, green one has the Signum. He's good. He can't because that's just a 1. So 1 hit on the monolith. Should be wounding on 4s. That doesn't hit. Or sorry, doesn't go through.
Okay.
And then we'll do the heavy bolter.
These are all at the monolith as well?
Yep. Okay. Rerolling 1 because of Grim Resolve. Okay, and do another 1. Wounding on 5s. Alright, and there's no lieutenant. Oh, sorry, there is a lieutenant nearby. And there's Azrael, so I could have rerolled those other hits, but not a big deal. Rerolling 1s because of the lieutenant. Okay. Alright, so the camera cut out briefly, but I wasn't able to get any wounds onto the monolith there. These are my last guys here. we're going to go ahead and we'll fire into the destroyers. I'll spend a command point for Hellfire shells. It's just going to, for that guy. So now I'm down to 6 command points. It just turns the wounded to D3 mortal wounds.
That's if you hit, right?
That's if I hit, yeah. So we'll start with that. Does he hit? He does. So it's D3 mortal wounds into 2 mortal wounds.
Okay, so he's dead. This guy's on 2 wounds.
Okay, and then it should be outside of 12, but just to be thorough, yep, way outside. So we'll fire our 3 bolt guns, and they're outside of rapid fire. Roll right here. Okay, rerolling 1 because of Grim Resolve. Okay, so that's 2 hits, and then it should be wounding on 5s. Okay, and nothing I can do about that. Alright, so that is the end of the shooting phase. I have finally shot everything I've got, and then we'll come back after the charge phase if I decide to do it.
Alright.
Okay, so I have elected not to charge any of my guys this turn, but maybe next turn. We'll see. We'll see how many people survive. But that's going to be the end of the turn for me, so we'll be rolling after Nathaniel's move for turn 1.
You did get first strike, right?
And I did get first strike for taking out those wraiths.
Yeah, sadly.
I did not take out anything else. I did manage to take out one of the destroyers.
Yep. 2 destroyers, actually.
Not a very high casualty game, but we'll see. We'll see what Nathaniel answers with.
Yeah, I actually did make a mistake. I took away this destroyer right here. Puts him out of distance of the Cryptek, so that's actually a huge mistake. But I'll just wear that, and we'll go to Necron's movement phase, turn 1.
Okay, so movement phase for
All right,
Nathaniel.
so after the movement phase, the Scarab swarms ended up advancing. Put them on top of this objective right here. They are fly, so they're going to count as objective secured. We went ahead and moved this blob. They just went ahead and moved forward. The Immortals kind of scooted around cover here. Wasn't able to get too many poking around, but I mean, I guess that's the price you pay for, you know, trying to negate damage to that unit turn 1. Same thing with the Warriors. The monolith ended up shifting to the right here. There is a objective right underneath it. We went ahead and used a command point for Pharaon's Will, so my will be done. I went ahead and used it on 2 units. The destroyer unit that the Destroyer Lord ended up using his Veil of Darkness. Went ahead and shifted them over to the right flank. They are in range of the Dark Shroud.
Dark Shroud, yeah.
Got it right that time. So in range of the Dark Shroud, they're +1 to hit, which negates its -1 to hit. And also the Necron Warriors. There's not going to be too many shots coming out from them, but every shot counts, so I went ahead and put it on them as well. So I don't think I'm missing anything. Also, at the beginning of the turn for reanimation protocols, I had 2 rolls there for the destroyers, ended up getting 1 back. So for that first turn, we lost 6 wraiths and a destroyer. So not too bad. Just need to go ahead and have a useful counterpunch here. We're going to start things off in the shooting phase with the destroyers. They are going to be targeting that Dark Shroud, hitting normally on 3s, which goes to 4s, because he's -1, which goes back to 3s due to the fact that I might will be done them. I'm also going to use a command point that's going to put me down to 6. There you are. And it's going to be Extermination Protocols. I can reroll any failed hits or wounds for that squad. So, it's going to be 15 shots. There's 5 of them, 3 shots apiece. Hitting you on 3s, rerolling everything. Go ahead and do it right here.
Okay, so, pretty good.
Failed one, going to reroll that. Alright, that translates into a hit. We are strength 6, he is tough 6, I believe, right?
Yep, winning on 4.
So 4s with a reroll. So,
pretty good.
That's pretty decent. I'm going to go ahead and roll them right here.
Ooh.
Not a good reroll there, but still a good, healthy amount of wounds. So you have that many saves. I believe it is a -3.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I have 9 to save.
It is a -3, yes.
Okay, so I'll be making 9 6-ups because he didn't advance in the previous turn. Okay, so I got nothing there.
No 6s there. So this is going to be D3 damage. How many wounds do you have?
10.
All
so
right.
Find out. Or sorry, 9. 9 wounds.
So
he's actually going to be dead no matter what. So
I want to count it out here. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 points of damage.
Okay.
Does he explode?
Oh,
he
does. So the way we like to play is if it explodes, you just take it. So he's going to do D3 mortal wounds in 6 inches. That happens. Okay, so
who's that for?
That was for these guys.
Oh, okay.
So one guy takes a wound there.
Right.
Here, I'll use another dice. So every game, at least one guy has to blow up. Okay, and then we'll do it on this guy. Okay, so 2 wounds.
All right.
Right. Okay, and then that's 2. We'll put it on Samael.
What's he down to?
I don't know, like 4, I think.
Okay.
It's pretty hardy. Okay, and then the bike squad should be the last one. Well, actually, those 2 as well. Okay, so that's gonna. The bike squad is gonna take 3 mortal wounds.
Nice, the big 3.
So we'll take this guy out. And then we'll give a wound to just that normal guy. Actually, sorry, we'll give a wound to this guy up here. Whatever, he's got 1 left. Okay, and then the 2 jets because they're within 6. Okay, so 2 wounds. Okay, and then another 2 wounds. So they're both down to 8 wounds. So we'll put a tracker on
and this scout squad here.
Oh, yep, scout squad just takes 2. So we'll take the 2 bolt guns out. There we go. Alright, so really lucky first go around.
Got some good damage off there. Alright, so that's a good showing from the destroyers. It really shows what they can do. You'd think that the strength 6, sorry, against normal vehicles would be a problem, but you know, when you have something like extermination protocols that lets you re-roll hits and wounds, I guess it doesn't really matter, does it? D3 damage, -3, it's pretty nasty. So if you want to remove that dark shroud,
don't
really want to look at that model anymore. Just get that off. Just get that out of there. So that takes away the -1, and now we are going to go ahead and dump 40 shots from the warriors into this front bike squad here.
Okay.
Those guys just have
they just have a 4-up invul for jinking.
4-up invul. They're like
they're tough 5
and whatnot, right?
Yep.
And what does this squad here have? That's the
same
plasma,
thing,
right?
They have the same thing going on for them. They're toughness 5, and they advanced, so they have a 4-up invul.
But they are plasma?
Yeah.
So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to put the 40 shots actually into that plasma squad, as they are probably one of the more likely things to go ahead and hurt my destroyers. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So let's see how many dice we have here. So 2, 14, 15, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're just going to roll all these dice here. So it's going to be 3s.
These Necrons guys here?
Yeah,
yeah, that's right. No, they're both skill 3. My bad. I was thinking of their save.
So 3s. Not
pretty good.
Bad roll. Drop 3. This is going to be the harder part. You guys are tough
5.
Tough 5, so it is going to be 5s to go ahead and wound these guys. So we got. It's like we're going to have that many. They are not within. Okay, so the Destroyer Lord only helps out destroyers, so this is a 6. So that many 4-ups, right?
Yep. Okay, so we'll do these 4-ups right here. Okay,
Okay,
not
there's quite a bit failed there. This would be 2
fantastic.
bikes dead.
Yep, that's gonna be, so we'll take this bike out, and then we'll go ahead and take there we go, this guy
How
out.
many are left in that squad?
Just 2.
Just 2. So that sort of mitigates some damage that'll be coming my way. They have plasma. They could be doing some good damage against the destroyers. Who knows? So for the next bit, this guy's under 10 wounds, right?
Yeah, well, he's a character though, so.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's on it, so I can't target him. So we're gonna go ahead and put the Kotek is gonna go ahead and put his Gauss weaponry into that same squad. Kotek has a Kotek has a Gauss cannon, so it's going to be 3 shots, strength 6, -3. So he basically shoots the same weaponry as the destroyers there. So he has 3 shots. He's going to be hitting on 2s.
Well, he's going to be -1 to hit because of the supersonic.
No, I'm talking about for that biker squad.
Oh,
there.
you're still firing? Okay, my bad.
Yeah, still shooting at those guys. So hitting on 2s. Alright, and then he's going to be wounding you on 3s because it's going to be strength 6.
Okay.
And I'm rerolling 1s because he's within the Lord over there. So.
Okay.
Okay,
so 1 wound.
Rerolling this.
Oh yeah, and rerolling into a 1.
Do I want to command point that? You know what? I think I will. Go ahead and put me down to 5. So we're just going to re-roll that, and that's a wound. So you have 2 4-ups.
Okay, make 1, fail 1.
So the guy takes just 1 wound.
Okay, and then let me find a dice here. We'll put it on this guy.
Alright, moving along. So that's still 2 bikes in there, right? 1 on 1 wound, 1 on 2 wounds. We are going to go ahead and shoot the Immortals into him. So let's see who can all see him. I know these 2 can see into that crack there, and then we have, was that 1, 2, 3, 4 that should be able to shoot. 24-inch range. Is that strength 5 -2 1 damage, I believe, for Immortals. Strength 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, strength 5 -2 1 damage. So it's only gonna be 1 shot apiece.
And who are they shooting at?
So they're gonna be shooting at that.
They're shooting at that guy. Okay.
So it's gonna be these. So these 3 and then these 4. So just 7 shots. 5, 6, 7. So I'm trying to mitigate the fact that these guys, these 3 here, are going to be stuck behind this pipe, so they're not going to be able to see anything. But with these 3 boys right here, they can just see in this crack here, and they basically have a good field of vision across for that attack like there. So going to be hitting you on 3s because I gave the My Will Be Done to those warriors. So it's going to be hitting you on 3s. That's not a good roll.
I will take it though.
And we're going to be wounding you on 4s because it's strength 5 to your strength 5. So just 1 wound.
Okay. And that's still on the Black Knights, right?
It is.
Okay, 1 4-up. And he makes it.
Alright, he makes that.
I make a save.
Pretty annoying. So what we're going to go ahead and do is, I believe these warriors are going to go ahead and shoot into that squad. There's still 2 guys left, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the way these guys are set up, they're going to have kind of a hard time shooting
a lot of
into
guys
too much.
stuck behind the pipe.
So we got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It looks like that can see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Well, so we'll just go ahead and throw 7 shots into that guy. So 7 shots. Hitting you on 2s because of My Will Be Done or the Wave of Command.
Okay,
all hit.
All hit.
Move this back. Wounding you on 5s and 6s due to the fact that it's a strength 4 weapon.
Pretty good.
That's a really good roll. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 4-ups. This might actually do it for that squad.
The odds are against me.
I'm hoping.
And ooh, almost.
Right, so 1 guy is left on 1 wound.
There we go. I'll take him out, and then we'll give this guy a wound. There we go. Alright, what's left?
Alright, so what's left is the monolith here. He has... What's this guy have?
Yeah, we'll come back.
Yep. Alright, so I'm going to have the monolith, and he's going to open up into these bikes there. I feel like if I go ahead and try to saturate some of the big meaty units that are going to be right in the center of the board, I should be able to go ahead and try to swarm and take over the side. He's got a lot of bolter fire that can, you know, plink off wounds from Necron warriors. They're pretty good in close combat too, right? They have power swords, or what are those guys have?
Just this guy has a power sword, and everybody else is just normal.
Just like chain swords, or just normal, like they're gonna be punching in the face?
Just punching.
Okay.
The only guy with the chain sword I already took off.
Yeah, so yeah, we're still going to go ahead and go with that. We're going to use the Gauss Flux Arc. So there are 4, they're heavy 3. So they're going to be hitting on, I believe it's got a ballistic skill of 3. He did move, so 4s.
Hitting on 4s.
So, not a great roll. Again, strength 5, your tough 5, so 4s. So it's 3 wounds. It's going to be -2, so just your 4-up save.
Okay, 3 4-ups. Let's see if I can do it. I save 1.
So 1 guy's down.
So we'll take a... Oh yeah, that's right. None of them actually have a wound anymore. So, let's see. We'll be right back real quick. Alright, so I just took out just one of the normal bikers. Nothing special on him.
Okay, and then actually as a caveat, the monolith has the Flying Fortress special rule, so some of those shots actually would have hit, but we're just going to go ahead and continue and move on, and then just keep that in mind for the next round of fire that's going to come in, which is the Particle Whip. So he has 6 shots, hitting on 3s. So it's a pretty good roll. And then it's Strength 8, so wounding on 3s. So it's going to be 3 4-ups.
Okay, 3 more 4-ups. I'll just use these. Okay, so,
so
2
are going to go through, so it's going to be 2d3, so that's going to be 1 dead.
Alright. And I'll take this guy out. Alright.
Alright, so that's the end of the shooting phase, I believe. I went ahead and moved as much as I could. We're going to go ahead and go to the charge phase.
Alright, we'll be back in a minute.
Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to charge this this blob of 20 Necron warriors. They're going to go into this squad of 4 bikes here, or 3 bikes, and was it an attack bike?
Yep.
Just the trike there. And then we're going to have the Immortals right after. Go ahead and charge them as well. So if you want to go ahead and do your Overwatch.
Alright, so we'll start with the bike that has the Flamer, because there will just be auto hits. Okay, 4 hits.
So 4 hits. What's the strength of those?
Strength 4, AP 0. Okay, re-rolling failed. Oh no, wait, sorry. Those were 2s, so those aren't going to go through. And then 1 for the lieutenant. Okay, so so just 1 wound.
1 wound, minus?
Nothing.
Okay, so it's a 4-up save. Oh, 3-up save, right?
More.
No, it's a
4-up
4-up
save because of
Gotcha.
the
So
1 guy. Okay, and then we'll do the 16 shots from the rapid fire twin bolt guns they've got. So let's see. So we got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and then 16.
I'm going to hold the camera for you so you can do your Overwatch.
Yeah, sure. Alright.
Alright.
Teamwork. Alright. So we're looking for 16 sixes. It's going to happen.
There's a couple.
Okay, and then re-rolling failed hits. So we got 3 so far. Okay, much better. Alright, and then we'll go into the wounds, so we're going to be wounding on 4.
Yep.
Alright.
Alright.
Not bad, not
so
great.
4?
Yep, 4 wounds.
That's just going to be armor saves, so
Yep.
4-ups. Alright,
Okay.
so another warrior goes down.
Alright, and then the plasma gun that guy has. Okay, and then failed hits. Okay, so 1 plasma.
So how does that work in... Okay, never mind. I was going to ask how that works in Overwatch, but if it's Overwatch, it needs 6s, so it's going to count as a failed hit.
So we got 1 wound.
What's the minus?
-3.
Minus I can't save.
Okay.
So another warrior gets exploded.
The multi-melta.
Alright.
Okay, and rerolling failed hits. Oh, almost. Okay. So that's going to be it for those guys' Overwatch.
Alright, do you want to go ahead and take over the camera? So our charge range is going to be a
That should be
7.
I think that's going to do it.
That's definitely going to do it. Do you want to go ahead and we'll come back after I go ahead and move everything in?
Yep, let's do that.
Alright. Okay, so at the during the charge phase, I rolled pretty high with the warriors. I think I got about a 7-inch charge there, which I moved them from here. I'm trying to get as much mass as I can around his units. That way, I believe I lost, what, 2 in Overwatch, right? 2
or 3,
2 warriors. Then I had my Immortals. I rolled a 6 and a 2. I wanted a command point reroll just so that I could go ahead and wrap these guys up a little more. I rolled a 2 again, but it effectively did what I needed it to. I went ahead and moved the 8 inches, which brought him about till I think about like right here. And then he went ahead and piled in because we're starting the fight phase. So piled in 3 inches. Gonna try to keep these guys locked down so he's not able to move out and actually fire on this this squad here. What are they looking like for attacks? 2 apiece.
So this guy has 2 attacks, and then both these guys have 1 attack.
And then this guy back here is obviously gonna pile in as well.
He also has 2 attacks.
So I'm not gonna be looking at too much return damage. I just basically, although I'm not gonna be able to shift him off, he's also not going to be able to shift me off, so that's going to give me this point here. Hopefully, that's exactly what I want to happen. So with the Immortals, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that are going to be in range. It's just going to be 6 attacks. 4, 5, 6. I believe we're going to be punching you and hitting you on 3s. We are. So hitting these guys on 3s.
Pretty good.
Alright. So does my will be... No, I didn't do it on those Immortals. Even if I did, I don't know if my will be done actually. It's just +1 to hit. Is it a blanket +1 to hit?
I think it's a blanket +1
Okay, so they would be, but I didn't put it on those guys. So we're strength 4, you're tough 5, so we're going to need 5s to wound you. That's just 1 wound.
Okay, 1 wound.
1 armor save.
On a 4 up, right? Or 3 up.
Whatever your armor saves is.
Are they strength 5 or...?
Their strength...
Oh, that's right. Yeah, sorry. My bad. Just my armor save.
Yeah, just your armor save, whatever it is.
Alright, so he's good.
So he's good. Do you wish to interrupt combat, or...?
For the command points... How many command points is that? 1?
Yeah, to interrupt combat, I believe is 2 command points.
No.
No?
No,
sure?
yeah, I'm sure.
Alright, I'm actually going to activate a command point. If you want to come back to it, because I got to find it. I'm actually not going to use that stratagem. I don't know why my mind blanked, but I do not want to kill these guys. So what I'm going to do is just going to go ahead and pile in, just get as close as we can. Sorry. So yeah, I think it was, I'm not exactly sure what that stratagem is called. Got to stay out of 1. But it's a stratagem that basically gives me the +1 strength, which would have allowed me to wound you on force. So that was the game plan. But then I forgot I didn't want to kill you. I wanna pile you or keep you pinned. So that's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 attacks coming at you. 2, 3, 4.
So you're hitting. Is there weapon skill 4 or 3?
So the weapon skill is going to be a 3.
Okay.
Actually.
So hitting on 3s.
Hitting you on 3s. All right, and I don't think they have any minuses or anything like that. Even though they do have that cool little blade at the front of their weapon there, they don't have any minuses, which makes no sense. But we are strength 4, you're tough 5, so needing 5s again. So 3 armors.
Okay, so 3 ups. Okay.
Okay.
So I just fail 1.
Yep.
Right, and then we'll just put it on the flamer there. If I can just boop, there we go. All right. Cool. So I guess I'll attack back. So what can I do? So we'll be right back with that. Alright, so I'm going to just put all my attacks into the immortals there. So that's just going to be 2, 4, 5, 6. We'll start with these guys first, just because he's got a different profile.
Okay.
Alright, so 4 attacks. Hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s and 2s because of Samael.
Yeah, he has to die.
Okay, so that's going to be 4 hits.
Okay.
Wounding on 4s. Okay, that's going to be 3 wounds.
Armor saves, right? Because you're just punching me,
they're
right?
just taking their armor save.
So that's 1 fail. They're 1 wound apiece, so this guy back here. I can't believe immortals aren't tough 5. They're heavier armored than a Necron warrior, but they're not tough 5. Makes no sense.
I'll tell you about what doesn't make any sense. Alright, and then 2 attacks, so he's just a regular power sword. So it's just going to be his profile strength, hitting on 3s. This would be AP minus 3. Okay, rerolling failed hits. Okay, so that's 2 hits.
Okay.
Wounding on 4s. Okay,
right.
it's going to be...
1 out of minus 3, right?
Yep.
So a 6 save. Which I do not pass, so we'll take the guy all the way from the back here.
Alright, and I think that's going to be the end of the phase, right?
Yep, that's going to be the end of the phase, the end of my turn. I did get first strike, so we are both going to be at 1 point apiece.
Alright, and then we'll start moving objectives around for turn 2.
Okay, might as well.
Alright guys, so for my movement phase, well before we start, so we did move some objectives. Really the only one of note that moved in any direction is this one. So you managed to get it to where it's just out of 3 inches on either side. So I'm not actually going to get any points or victory points from the objectives this turn. So we'll have to see what I can do for the next turn.
The one's still here.
And then you know what?
This one stayed here.
Just because I haven't started anything yet, and these guys don't actually have anything, I'll go ahead and move them because they're not going to do anything otherwise. So we'll just, sorry, it's going to be only 3 inches for them. So if I just move these guys over, if I'm lucky, they'll live. If not, oh well. But if they survive next turn, then maybe I can get some points.
Yes.
Alright, so we'll go into the shooting phase. I'm going to go ahead and start with my scout squad over here.
Do you recap the rest of your movement?
Oh yeah, sorry. So I had to move my jets 90 degrees. I didn't want them in range of the monolith, so the monolith won't be able to do too much in terms of like my really important stuff.
Yeah. So
I flew them off this way. Next turn they're going to have to move here.
Yep, they're going to go back.
take advantage of the full 20. And then this scout squad stayed still. This scout squad stayed still. My Devastator squad and Azrael and Lieutenant stayed still.
Yep.
The scouts against the barricade, they stayed still. And
these guys jumped up right there in front of the destroyers.
Yeah, and then just balls out.
Yeah.
Just gonna try and do as much as I can with those guys, and then I moved the Huntmaster.
Yep, plasma guy.
In the middle to see what he.
Or does he have a plasma?
Yeah, he has a twin plasma thing. All right. So with that, we'll go ahead and we'll start the shooting phase. So I'm going to start with my scouts here.
Okay.
We'll split fire. The 4 sniper rifles. I'm actually going to fire them at his destroyer lord to see if I can chip a few things off. Is that the one with like the electrical field or whatever?
Nope, that's Kotek.
Okay.
The warlord. He's got the used up Veil of Darkness.
Got it. Okay. So they're going to fire the 4 sniper rifles into him, and then the missile launcher will fire a crack at one of these guys. Alright, so we'll start with the 4 shots. This is the sniper rifle, re-rolling 1s for Grim Resolve. Okay, so that's going to be 3 hits.
Okay.
And then wounding on 5s, but mortal wounds on 6.
Strength 4.
Okay, so, yep, so just 2 regular wounds.
2 regular?
And you'll just be making a regular 3-up save.
Lord, yep, 3-up save. Was it 2? No, it's 2, right?
Yep, just 2.
So he's going to take a wound. So that's going to put the Lord at a good, healthy 5.
Alright, and then we'll fire the crack grenade, or sorry, the crack missile from him. We'll go ahead and just fire into the regular destroyer. Hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s. Okay, so that's a hit. And then should be wounding on 3s. Okay, that's a wound.
What's the minus?
Should be AP -2 for missiles. You on taking saves on a 5 or a 6?
Yep, just a 5. So you got 1, right?
Yeah.
And he's good.
So he's good there. All right, and then we'll move right along in the shooting phase here. Let's go ahead and we're gonna have this guy. We'll have him fire his heavy bolter into his scarabs.
So this guy here is going to be shooting into... What's the rest of the guys shooting into?
And then I don't think this guy's in range with his plasma pistol to shoot at these other guys. Just outside. So the bolt gun, we'll just have him fire at that Necron squad. Just because he can, I guess. Alright, so 3 shots. Heavy bolter. Okay, and then re-rolling 1s. Okay, so that's 3 hits.
Okay.
Should be wounding on 3s because they're just toughness 3.
I believe so.
Okay. Okay, and then he's no longer in range of the lieutenant there, so just 2 wounds.
Alright,
and AP -1.
-1, so they actually don't get any saves. So that was 2, right?
Yep.
So that puts 1 swarm. We'll take this guy here at 1 wound.
Alright, and then we'll go ahead and have...
So the rest of the shots into these boys over here, right?
Oh yeah, yep. And then not quite in rapid fire, I don't think. I mean, he's slightly closer, so maybe, but I don't think so. No. So just 1 shot. Let's hit. Winning on 4. That's nothing. Okay. And then we'll have this guy with his plasma talon. We'll just have him fire at those 2 guys.
Which you
Sorry,
mean
we'll have him fire at the destroyers. Yep. Okay, re-rolling. Actually, he's not within 6, so just 1 hit.
Okay.
And wounding on 3s, that's a wound.
Alright.
-3.
-3, so it's going to give me a 6 up. Nope.
Okay.
So 1 down to... how much damage?
It's just 1 damage.
1 damage because you didn't overcharge, right?
Yep.
So, okay.
Alright, and then we'll go ahead and take the... Let's take this squad. And these guys are going to fire everything into this Necron squad here.
See that squad back there?
Yep, this squad into this Necron squad.
Oh, okay.
Into the warriors. It's really all they can kind of shoot at.
Well, they could shoot the monolith if you wanted to.
I think it's going to be more effective than the warriors.
Controversial.
So we've got 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5, 6, just for that. Should be just out. Sorry, I should have brought dice with me. We'll start with the heavy bolter.
Trying to roll it over here. Gotcha.
Okay, re-rolling 1s. Okay, into a 1, so just 2 hits.
Nice.
Wounding on 3. Okay, 2 wounds.
Is that heavy bolter, right?
Yep, AP -1.
So 5 up. Alright,
Okay,
1 goes down. This guy.
Okay, and then the other 3 bolt guns. Okay. Yep, those are 3 hits. And then wounding on 4. Into nothing. Okay, and then we'll just do those 5 scouts. They should be just within 24 inches.
Should be the scout in the back there this time. And then they're going for the same squad of warriors.
Yep, and then they moved, so they're not going to get to reroll 1s.
Okay. Is there a heavy bolter in there as well?
Nope, those are just normal guys. So just 2 hits. Oops. Okay, just 1 wound.
And armor save. Nope.
Okay, so 1 more guy dies.
Take this guy.
Okay, let's see. Let's go ahead and shoot. We'll have the Talon Master shoot everything into these destroyers.
Okay.
It's going to be 12 shots. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then, you know what? Did I, so they did take a wound earlier. Let's go ahead and spend a command point for signal the attack. Just so that way he's hitting on a 3 and then re-rolling 1s and 2s.
Okay.
So, do I get it back? I do get it back. So let's 6 command points.
Nice.
Alright. So 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, and then re-rolling. So not a great roll, but that's what re-rolls are for. Okay. There we go. That was a 3, I think. There we go. Alright, a little better.
Picks up, what, 4 more?
Yeah. Okay, so that's how many hits for the assault cannon.
Strength 6.
Yep, strength 6.
3.
Should be wounding on 3. And then re-rolling 1s because of himself. Okay. There we go. So we got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 wounds.
Minus?
Minus 1.
Minus 1, so 4 ups. Okay, so that's what, 4? Nope, 5? Looks like, right?
Yep.
Damage 1, right?
Yep, just damage 1.
So 2 die. Alright.
Okay, and then we'll go ahead and fire his twin heavy bolter into those guys as well. It's gonna be 6 shots. 4, 5, 6. Alright, let's see what happens. Okay, gonna re-roll these. Okay, so 6 hits. And then wounding on 4, so it's only strength 5. Then re-rolling 1 because of himself. Okay, so just 2 wounds there.
Minus?
Minus 1. It's cocked.
Yep. Well, it is a 5.
Okay, did you make both of those? Or
Yep.
Alright, cool. Alright, so that's it for his shooting. So then we'll do Samael. We'll go ahead and have him shoot everything at this squad here. So he's going to have 8 bolt gun shots. 3, 6, 7, 8. For his twin storm bolter. Okay, re-rolling 1s because of himself. Hitting on... Oh, okay, so just 7 hits there. Alright, and then re-rolling 1. Okay, so we got 3 wounds. And then
good.
Should all be good. Okay, and then his plasma cannon, 1d3. Okay, so 2. Okay, re-rolling 1s. Okay, so those both hit. And then they're going to be wounding on 3s. Okay, so just 1 more hit.
Minus 1?
Or sorry, 1 more wound, I should say. Minus 3 because it's plasma.
Nope. So how much damage?
Just 1. Okay, and then let's do some split firing. Let's go ahead and we'll fire the las cannons and the black sword missiles at these guys, and then we'll fire the heavy bolters, the twin heavy bolters at these guys, just to thin that out a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, so let's just do both of them at the same time. So it's gonna be 4 las cannon shots.
You sure you want to do them at the same time? You could kill. Well, I guess if it's 2. Nope, you're right. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, you know, you're right. You are supposed to just resolve 1 at a time, huh?
Yeah, you could, because if you have, how many shots does one guy have? 2?
2 las cannons, 2 missiles. Yeah.
Well, yeah, because you could wipe the unit.
Okay, so we'll start with this guy then. Good call. What a friend.
Yeah, helping you out.
All right, so that's gonna be 2 hits with the las cannon, wounding on 3s.
Yes.
Okay, I think that happened last time too. Okay, black sword missiles. Okay, those both hit, wounding on 3s. Okay, those both wound. It's AP minus 3.
Okay, so 6 is... No, damage?
Okay.
It's a D6.
It's 2 damage each for the black sword missiles.
Okay, so he's gone.
Okay. And then we'll do the other one. 2 las cannons, hitting on 3s. Okay.
Nice.
And then the black sword missiles. Okay, those both hit. And then wounding on 3s. Okay, those both wound.
Minus
AP
3?
minus 3. Okay.
What's the damage?
2.
2, so this guy's dead. Let's get it down to 1.
Right. And then, like I said, twin heavy bolters. I'm going to fire both of them at that. And then for these guys, I am just going to fire all of them at once, just to make it a little easier.
Okay.
So it's going to be 6 for each of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and then they're going to be hitting on 3s because they fly, and they're not ground targets. There we go. So we're going to have 3. Did I roll more dice than I had? I think I did. Yeah, because I should have... Oh no, because they both had 6. My bad. Yeah, so there we go. So you have 1, 2, 3... Or sorry, 4, 6, 8, 9. 9 hits. Okay, then wounding on 3s. And they're AP -1.
So the ballistic skill is 3 up, right?
Yeah.
And then it gets added if it's a ground target.
Oh, you're right, because I wasn't doing signal the attack on those guys. That's right. So they don't actually get the +1. So I have no idea what I did.
I thought all Ravenwing gets it.
They get +1 to the unit that they're shooting at.
Oh, okay.
So, I don't know, you want me to just redo that?
Yeah, if you want to.
Alright. Sorry about that, people. Let's do that again.
Cheating.
I know. Because I'm stupid. So they're actually hitting on 4s. There we go. So that's just the first one. Alright, so that worked out.
Still a good roll.
And then we'll do the...
Just want to roll it again?
We'll just roll wounds. There we go. Okay, so those all wound. So that's -1.
They have a 6 up, so how many damage? Or how much damage?
It's -1.
Yeah, they have a 6 up
They have
save.
6 up
so it'd go to a 7.
Yeah.
So it's just 1 damage apiece, right?
Yeah.
So 1 base is gone. I believe he already had 1 wound, so this will take him out. And then this will take out another base.
Okay, and then we'll do the other 6. This is my bad.
Cheating.
I kind of need to cheat at this point. Okay, and then just 3 hits. And then 2 wounds.
2 wounds. So that will bring 1 down to 1 wound.
Alright, and last guys that we have over here is just this squad. Let's see. We can't see those guys, but they can see the destroyers, so...
They can see this guy right here?
Yeah. Oh, actually, you know what? Not everybody can. Oh, actually, they can't.
See if Bill is cheating again.
I can't. And that's a character, so I can't shoot there. Alright, so I guess I'll have to fire at the monolith then. So.
Bill trying to cheat again.
Not trying to cheat, alright? Just trying to play the game. You set the board up so I'd lose.
Okay.
Alright, well then we'll just fire everything in the monolith.
Sounds good.
Just to do something there. Because I shot everything there. Yeah, so that's what we'll do.
Sounds good.
Everything's obviously going to be in range. I'll use a stratagem just because I can. We'll go ahead and we'll use the flak missiles, so that way it's just mortal wounds. Actually, sorry, we'll use the hellfire shells because those are more likely. Yeah, so we're going to do the hellfire shells, and then I'm going to use the armorium cherub to do it again.
Okay.
So it's going to be, and then I'm going to give him the signum, and everybody else is going to hit on 3s and roll.
Does the monolith not have quantum shielding?
No, the monolith does not have quantum shielding.
What a piece of garbage.
Alright, so that is a command point that I've already spent. So I'm down to 5. I can't get it back because you can only get 1 back.
Yep, and that does that give everybody D3 mortal wound?
No. It's just
one guy?
So the heavy bolter, I'm going to use hellfire shells on him, and then I'm going to use the armorium cherub so we can do it again. The stratagem still counts for that.
Sounds like
shooting.
cheating.
The signum, so he hits on 2, and then he rerolls 1. So we'll start with that. Okay, so those both hit. So it's going to be 2d3 mortal wounds. Okay, so it's going to be 4 mortal wounds on that guy.
So 16.
And then I take the armorium cherub off the table. What are you looking for? Dice?
Yeah.
Here, let's use this guy. And then we moved over here. And then, here, you can use that. Just subtract, just put 4 on it. Subtract it 4.
I'm gonna put a 1 and a 6.
That's also acceptable. Alright, and then everybody else is going to be hitting on 3s. I have 3 missile launchers.
Alright, let me come to you so I can get the rolls in.
I forgot, they're actually re-rolling all failed hits because of Azrael.
Oh,
I keep forgetting I brought him in the list. Because he hasn't actually done anything. He's just here for getting command points back. And re-rolls. Okay. There we go, so that's 2 hits.
What is this?
The missile launchers?
Missile launchers?
Yep, into the monolith, and then they're going to wound on 4, re-rolling 1s. Okay, so that's going to be 2 wounds. They're AP -2.
Alright, let me... do we know what the monolith's armor save is? Do we have an idea?
I think it's just a 3-up. I'm not sure.
3-up does sound right, but it also didn't even have quantum shielding, so we'll see if that's the case. Yep, 3-up. So you said a -2, right?
Yeah.
So I'll take this dice. I'll remember to put this one back. This gives me a 5-up. Okay, so 1 goes through.
Alright, so it's 1d6 for 2 damage.
2 damage, so down to 14. Alright.
Alright, now we'll go into the charge phase.
Okay.
Alright, so give me 1 second, we'll come back.
Alright, okay.
Alright, so what I'm going to do is we're in the charge phase.
Move these dice out
I'm
of
going to
the
go
way.
ahead and charge Samael into... we'll just charge him into both of these guys so you can fire Overwatch.
Alright, so it's just going to be 3 shots. You got some dice for me, or those are my command points?
Let's grab... Here, I'll grab these 2.
I don't want to get like, oh, I have however many command points I don't really have. So it's going to be 3 shots, looking for 6s.
Oh, no! Of course. Alright, so 3 6s. Alright, roll your fucking wounds.
What's, who's this?
He's got a 4-up invul, so
Okay,
I guess it's not the
what's
worst in the world.
What's his...
He's got like 4 wounds. He's tough 6.
What's his...
Or no, tough 5. Tough 5.
Oh, okay, so 3s.
Alright.
So I'm going to spend a command point, because...
Oh, sure. Might as well. There we go,
Alright.
so 2 wounds.
It's going to...
Okay.
Alright, if you fail both of these, he has a chance of getting destroyed in,
Okay, he makes
so
both.
he makes both. Alright, so
Alright.
there is justice. Alright.
Okay, yeah.
Now, do you
that
make
would have
the
been
charge?
brutal. Yeah, let's find out. I think we needs like 4 or 5 inches. Alright, so that's
So yeah,
should be
that'll
good.
get him wherever he wants.
Alright, so we'll just pop him up right here. Here, let's
So that could have been
there we
bad.
go. He's really kind of up in this spot.
So that is going
we
to
know
put
where
him
he
in.
really is.
That's going to put him in. Well, depends on where you want him. It's going to put him in contact with him, but not this guy,
Well,
because he's not going to be within an inch.
yeah, but he's also flying. Right there. Can I just balance him on here? I mean, wobbly rules, right?
I'm gonna go with no. Yeah, it's
There,
fine, I
there.
guess.
He's in.
All right.
And then I'm gonna charge him into there.
Yep.
And he's occupied. Well, so let me. I don't want to cheat.
Let's roll for it.
Yeah. Okay,
We'll
so
get
he's
him in.
definitely in. Pew. Okay. And then this guy, we'll just go ahead and charge.
This guy
him.
here.
Yeah, we'll take the Huntmaster.
Who's he charging?
Let's go ahead and charge him. He's got to do something, so we'll just charge him into there, into the
Scarabs.
scarabs.
Okay, I have no Overwatch, so let's. What do you need?
Probably more than that.
4.
Oop. I don't think that's gonna make it. So it just brings him to the dice, which does not count. So that's
Well, how far away was my Scarab swarm? Was it 5 inches away?
probably, yeah.
Because if it's 5, then you need to be within an inch, so
Yeah,
you
it's
would
5.
be good. No, you're fine.
Oh, all right. Well then, he'll just come in. Boop. He'll probably die, but I need him to do
If
stuff.
he dies to Scarabs, that'd be pretty sweet. Alright, let's move these dice out of the way.
So I'm going to start with Samael. We'll have him attack into this guy.
Okay, the Destroyer Lord.
Yeah. So because he charged, his +1 strength weapon is going to be ×2, so he's actually going to be strength 10.
Alright.
And he should have 5 attacks because he is, you know, really good. Normally, every game I played with Samael usually goes out in a blaze of glory, so we'll see what happens. Alright, yep, so he has 5 attacks, and he's going to be hitting on 2.
Hitting on 2s?
Yep, rerolling failed hits. Okay. Alright, so that's 5 hits. He's going to be wounding on 2s.
He's tough 6.
Oh, he's toughness 6? Okay, so he's going to be wounding on 3s.
Cheating.
I don't know your models. It's your job to tell me. Okay.
Oh, there we go. Don't you play, or you have Necrons?
Yeah, but I haven't played them yet.
So these are not wounds. Got to move those out of the way. He does have a 4-up invulnerable save.
Okay, so that's going to be 2 damage.
2 damage. He survives. Find the 3. There we go.
All right.
And on my turn, he's gonna
Are you going to use a command point? Oh no, that's right.
He's gonna gain D3 mortal wounds. How do you feel about that?
I'm okay. I have faith. Well, you know what? I could just spend points to just have him fight again.
If you want to, yeah.
Fine. You know what? I will. What do you think about that?
I mean, it's your command points. How many do you have left?
I should have 4 now. 4? That's 2 command points.
So then you wait. So you had 5, right?
I had 6 because remember I got it back. Oh no, I spent another command point for whatever I did.
Bill cheating again.
Yeah.
So you would be at 3 because if you had 5, then you use 2. That's if you want to fight again.
I do want to fight again because I want him to.
Okay. Is that the end? Is that at the end of the phase or is it automatically?
You just do it again.
Okay.
All right. So he gets 5 more attacks.
Because the wording is important.
I'm pretty sure you just do it again. That's how I've been playing it. That's how the last couple of games went. Okay, so
maybe
4 attacks.
Maybe been playing it wrong.
Maybe. Okay, and then re-rolling 1 because of Lieutenant. Okay, so that's going to be 4 wounds.
Alright.
Okay, so you failed 2.
So that's 4.
So that's going to be 2 damage each.
Yeah, that'll be all my wounds unless I command point re-roll. Yeah, might as well.
You might as well.
So that'll put me down to 2, and then...
Alright, so he's still up. So he's got 1 wound left.
And he's going to be regaining that juicy 1 wound.
Okay, Talon Master's up. He's hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s. Okay, rerolling. Alright, cool. And Fall Blade, working out for that extra attack.
Strength?
It's strength plus 2, so it's going to be 6.
Okay, so 3s.
Okay, so not overly great there, but 3 wounds. Or sorry, 2 wounds. It's minus 3 AP.
Okay. Alright, so he's gone.
Alright. At least you won't be able to use resurrection protocols there.
Yes.
Alright. And now we'll just have him fight those guys there. He's got 3 attacks. It's just a regular power sword. Okay, 2 hits. Wounding on 3s. Okay, 2 wounds.
Minus.
And then it's AP minus 3 because it's a power sword.
Okay, so this guy's dead, and then these 2 are going to be down to... Or this guy's going to be down to 2 wounds.
There you go.
Alright, now you choose who gets to fight first in this ongoing combat, and that's only, what, 1 squad there, so they get to fight. Alright,
so we'll fight, so it's going to be 2, 4, and then, well, so we'll do these guys because they're on their own profile here, so 1, 2, 3, 4 attacks.
And these are going into?
Let's go ahead and have them... We'll go for the Immortals.
Alright.
Okay, and... Oh, you know what? And they also get to shoot their pistols because they're in combat. I should have done that in the shooting phase, though. But that's fine. We won't do it. We'll do it. We'll see. That's something to remember for the next game. It's easy to forget the pistols.
Oh yeah, it is always easy to forget.
Alright, so that's going to be just 2 hits.
Yep.
Wounding on 4s. Okay, 2 wounds.
Alright. These are the Immortals, right?
Yep.
Okay, so 1 does go down.
Okay, and then we'll do the Sergeant. He's got 2, and he's going to be fighting the Immortals as well. Okay, those both hit. Hitting on, or wounding on 4s. Okay, 1 wound, AP minus 3.
6.
Okay, that's 1 more dead.
Alright.
Alright, now it's your turn.
Alright, you want to take the camera?
Yep.
Alright, actually, come back and then I will see what exactly is going to attack where. And then we'll go so Destroyer Lord's going to be first. He's going to go ahead and swing with 4 attacks. He does have a War Sight. He's hitting on 3s, and he's rerolling 1s because of Hardwired Hatred. These are obviously going to go into your character. So, that's all hit. We're going to be Strength 7 against your Tough, what, 3, right?
Toughness 5.
Or Tough 5. It's still going to be 3s to wound you, though. Alright, so it's going to be 2 wounds, and it's going to be -4.
Alright, so 4 up invul save. Alright, and he fails 1.
Alright, he takes straight 2, so that puts him down to 2?
Yes. Yep.
We'll go ahead and mark it with... Yeah, we'll go ahead and take that dice.
There we go.
Alright, so that's him done. So now we'll go to the Scarabs. Scarabs have 4 attacks apiece. I got 2 bases there. Scarabs are hitting you on 4s, and your toughness is higher than me, so we're going to be winning you on 5s. So 4s to hit. Alright, and 5s to wound you. Just 1.
Okay, just 1.
Yep, minus nothing.
Okay, so 1 3 up.
Actually, minus 2, I lied to you.
Minus 2 AP?
Yep. Or, no, that's the race, sorry. No, minus nothing.
Okay.
I was looking at race, the Vicious Claws.
He's good.
So he's good.
They... My name's Nathaniel and everyone's cheating but me.
Alright, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 attacks there going into those boys. 4,
Dem boys.
7, 8. Hitting you on 3s. And winning you on 5s. Okay,
not
so
terrible.
It's, what, 3 armor saves? There you go.
Okay, 3 3 ups. Alright, and I fail 1.
So is that one guy down?
Yeah, so we'll take the guy with the flamer out.
Okay, Immortal's going to do the same thing. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 left. So these guys did get my will be done, so they're hitting you on 2s now. Okay, all hit. And 5s. Just 1 more.
Okay, 1 wound. On 3s. Okay, that's a fail. We'll put it on... We'll put on the plasma guy. There we go. There.
Alright. Oh, this guy's metal.
Yeah, he's an old model.
Well, we'll just put him
that's
right
fine.
there.
Consolidated.
Yeah, we'll say you just moved into him. Alright, so that's going to be the end of the fight phase and the end of your turn.
Yep, we'll come back with Nathaniel's turn 2 movement.
Alright, so at the beginning of the turn, I scored 3 objectives. My wraiths are on top of this objective here.
Scarabs.
Or scarabs, sorry. See, this is why I thought they had the vicious claws or whatever, -2 damage.
The world's smallest wraiths.
It would have been pretty good. So, scarabs, sorry, they have objective secure because they have fly. Right here, my troops are going to have objective secure. He's got nothing with fly, so I'm going to be captured that as well. And then my monolith is sitting on top of the other objective here. And those guys also have objective secure. So, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start shooting. So, we're going to go ahead and put this Catacomb Command Barge is going to go against your guy there. He's not -1 to hit or anything, right?
Nope.
So, I got 3 shots. Going to be hitting you on 3s. Make sure I pull up the right profile so I'm not giving me anything extra. So it's just the Gauss Cannon, so basically the Destroyer's weapon, so hitting you on 3s. And Strength 6, Tough 5, right?
Yep.
So
he's Toughness 6, sorry, he's in a speeder.
Okay, so it'd be 4s, but that's still
Yep.
still wounds. You're -3. He didn't advance, right? So does he have an invuln or?
Nope, so he just has a 6 up. Yep.
Alright, go for it.
2 6 ups. Alright, so he's making another of those.
2d3. So he's dead.
So I'm going to go ahead and use only in death does duty end for 2 command points.
Okay.
And I can't reroll, right? And it's once for the battle round.
Yeah, it'd be for the battle round. Yeah.
Okay. So he'll make his shooting attack.
Can he actually shoot anything?
He should be able to shoot him. He's right in front of him.
He's going to be closer to these warriors right here.
Alright, well, then I guess I won't do anything with the 6 man points.
Yeah,
Alright,
he's,
so then...
he's going to be closer because he's 3 inches from that warrior blob.
Alright, and he doesn't blow up.
And he's going to be 4 from this guy.
Okay, that's pretty...
So, I guess in death duty does end, doesn't it?
Yeah, whatever.
Okay. Alright, so he's dead. Kotek points at him. He explodes. That's how it goes. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and shoot the blob here of warriors. They have a 24-inch range. We're going to shoot them at these bad guys here. So let's actually count and see who's in rapid fire. So it looks like it's just these 3 here. So it's going to be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 22 shots. 11 dice. Let's do them. So 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. We'll do the 6 separate because they're going to be the extra minus.
Okay.
So I will be done them. Also before the turn started, we had some reanimation protocols. I think one came back here, one came back here. No mortals, living metal for the Destroyer Lord. Just let him regain 1 instead of the D3, which would have been nice. And the monolith actually also gained 1 wound. And I will be done that blob there. So hitting you on 2s. And those guys are tough 3, right? Or
who's tough 3?
The scouts.
No, they're tough 4.
They're tough 4? Okay.
Yeah.
So...
Not guardsmen.
Rerolling 1s because the Lord. Okay, so you have 4 at a -2.
Okay, 4, so that should be 4 6-ups because they have a save of 4.
Die.
Okay. Okay, so they don't make any of those.
Okay.
Which ones are you shooting at?
That back squad there that's holding that objective.
Okay. Go.
Alright, and then so that was 6. 7, 8. And then I should have 20 something other shots. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 16. So we know that it's on 2 wounds. Alright, so then we have 16 shots coming in from the non-rapid firing warriors. So hitting you on the 2s and wounding you on 4s, rerolling 1s.
Who are these guys shooting at again?
That same squad, that same guy. So these are going to be at a just -1. There you go.
Okay. Go, so 5-ups. Okay, and then that guy's dead.
Alright.
No need to really look at that. Just needed 1 fail. Okay, so that squad is gone.
It's not within range. These guys are. So we're going to put the Gauss Flux Arcs into this squad here.
Okay.
And then we're going to put the Particle Whip into that squad there.
Alright.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is going to be the Particle Whip into that squad up there. Needing 3s. And then it's Strength 8, your Tough 4, so 2s. Okay. Yep, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I believe, let's check the minus, I believe it's a 3 for that weapon. The Particle Whip is actually a -2.
Particle Whip is -2?
Yes.
Cool. Alright, so which one are the Particle Whip going at again?
These guys up here.
These guys? Okay. And they're in cover.
Yep.
So it's going to be 5-up, I guess?
So they're normally 3-up, right?
Or sorry, these guys are normally 4-up, and then they're 3-up for being
so
in cover, so 5, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so they make 3, so 2 die. So the squad is still standing.
Okay. Alright, and then into this squad up here. Gonna need 3s. All right.
Pretty good.
And then 3s to wound you. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that's at a -2 as well.
Okay. 7 out of -10, and this is for the other squad?
Yep, that's that squad that's in front of that barricade there, so you should get covered.
So 7 5-ups. Alright, not as successful, only making 1 save. So that should be the squad. Go. Okay. Alright, what's next?
Okay, so that's going to be all in terms of firepower. So we're going to be moving towards the charge phase, and I don't think... Actually, I do. I have Kotek, and he's going to charge this guy right here.
Okay.
So... I mean, he's going to be in. You can't overwatch me.
Nope.
Yeah, we'll put him like right here. Because this dude's originally... Well, I guess... If I can't place him, then I can't... Well... Yeah, if I can't place him, then I can't charge him, so...
Can you try getting him on there?
I can. Like, he fits, but it's just like... It's kind of like that downward slope.
Okay.
So, like, he would fit right there, but... I'll just keep him right there, it's fine. It's cool. Alright, so we'll just go into combats. These are all going to be ongoing.
Who do you want to start with?
I mean, I'm going to start with this guy.
Okay.
And he's going to fight this dude. So, storyboard's got 4 attacks. Just make sure. So, Destroy Lord, yep, 4 attacks, hitting you on 2s. 3, sorry. Rerolling 1s, because Hardwired Hatred.
Yep.
Okay, so that's just 1 hit. Then we're going to go ahead and... Would you
I think 1 hit's all you need, right?
Not if I roll a 1, but he can reroll. That's just for the shooting phase. We're going to spend my last command point.
Go
want
for
this
it.
guy dead. No.
Okay. So now we just go straight into the fight phase because there was no other charges?
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess I'll just do Samael.
Well,
So
it'd be my...
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Choose first.
My B. My B.
So, 1, 2, 3, 4... you get 1 more dice.
So who's attacking first?
I'm just going to use my scarabs.
Okay. So they're going to auto... Oh, sorry, you wanted 1 more. There you go. So you're going to be auto hitting on 5s because of their... because he's got a better save.
Yeah, so I'd be winning on 5s. I think I'm hitting you on 4s? Or
oh, is it auto...
Is it hitting 4s, winning 4s?
I think it's... I don't know why I'm bringing the camera here like it's going to be able to see what's on the phone.
So I'm actually hitting you on 3s, winning you on 5s.
There you go. You're looking at the rates again.
Am I?
Oh, wait, sorry. No, they're the scares.
Oh, yeah,
bad.
so it is 4s.
Yeah.
I was
These
looking
are
at
not
the
wraiths.
5s. Okay.
I was like, there's no way that scarabs can do all that.
Alright, there you go.
Alright.
If you fail to save, he's dead.
Okay. So just 2 3s. This one's cocked.
Cocked.
So he's good.
They're just gonna punch each other until I don't know.
All right.
Alright. Yeah. Now it's your go.
Okay, so I'll do Samael. So he's not in the charge anymore. So he's just strength 5 now.
Okay.
Which is important to know.
Yes.
Still hitting on 2s. And he's toughness 6, right?
Yes.
You're a bad guy.
Yes. My bad.
You're a bad guy.
You mean my?
Well, you're not.
What do you mean?
Everyone knows that well, he's a bad guy to me. I guess everyone's all bad at this.
Yeah.
There are no good. It's all degrees of evil. Okay, rerolling because of himself. Okay, that's a hit. So 5 hits, and then should be wounding on 5s. Okay, so 1 wound to him.
Fear. He's scared. He's good.
Okay, so he should be good. And then
That's my go.
Yep.
I'm gonna punch you with the these guys here. We'll just scoot them in. Pretty sure I was able to attack you anyways. 6 attacks, 4, 5, 6. Hitting you on 3s. Wounding you on 5s. So just 1.
1 wound. And this is the slowest.
It's just a
This has been combat since turn 1.
just a slugfest in the middle of the board.
Okay, so he doesn't make it. So that's
1 guy dies.
So that guy right there.
This one?
Yep. If you can just pull him out. Okay. Put him in
Place him there. You're good.
Alright, I'll just have this guy attack into them.
Okay.
And then he's got 3 attacks. So the Huntmaster is going into the Scarabs.
Scarabs. Not the Wraiths.
Okay, so just 1 hit. And then wounding on 3s. Okay, so nothing there. So just a big whiff.
Alright, okay, Warriors. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 attacks. Yeah. 5, 6, 7, 8. So 3. Fives. Okay,
pretty good.
So that's going to be 4. And then I'll just keep rolling because I still have more attacks. So I'll do the same roll again. So that's 4 wounds, right?
Yeah.
So 3s into 5s. So 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay.
There you go.
So how many? I'm making 7? Alright.
Yes.
7 3-ups. Okay.
So
it's going to be 3 wounds. So just take him out and then...
He's on 2, right?
He has 4 wounds.
Okay, so he'll be on 3 then.
And we'll take this guy out. There we go. Alright, and then I guess he can fight now.
Yep.
So he's got 2 attacks. Sorry, hitting on 3s. Okay, 2 wounds. He's fighting at the Immortals.
Okay, so 1 goes down.
Alright, and I think that's the end of the fight phase.
Yes.
Alright, so we'll start with the next turn.
Yep.
Alright, coming back with turn 3. Okay, so, movement phase. We started by moving this, so I just moved this back a little bit.
The objectives.
Yep. And we moved this objective a little further away, and then
This objective.
he won that objective 2 over there, so he brought it closer to his Necrons, and then I won this monolith one, but it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, he's fat, so he's going to sit on everything.
And then, so for movement, I moved Samuel, I had him fall back. I figured having him be able to shoot would be more beneficial than having him stay in combat.
Can't kill that Destroyer Lord. Probably do it in the shooting phase.
And that's actually it. That's all I moved.
Flyers.
Oh yeah, and the Flyers, I just moved them over here.
Moved up the
That's really
board.
the only direction they could go.
And that's about it. Everything else is bogged down in combat or staying stationary.
Yep, so let's start with shooting here. We're going to go ahead and have Samael. He'll shoot everything into that Destroyer Lord.
Okay.
So he's got 8 shots in rapid fire, re-rolling himself. Oops. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, re-rolling failed hits, hitting on 2s. Okay, so that's going to be 8 hits, wounding on 5s. Okay, that's going to be 3 wounds, no rerolls because the lieutenant's gone.
It's the minus.
It's just -0.
So
AP 0. Okay.
Oh, he's dead.
Fails 2. Alright, that's it for his shooting. We'll go ahead and we're going to have these snipers. The 4 snipers are going to go to fire at the Catacomb Command Barge.
That's Kotek.
Sure. Kotek.
You call him by his name.
And then we'll have the missile launcher. I don't think the missile launcher's in 48 of that monolith, but we'll see. Is it?
Yes, that's like way past it.
Okay. Yeah, so we'll just do that.
Okay.
So let's start with the 4 sniper rifles. Okay, that's going to be 2 hits. See what they wound. Okay, so that does not wound. And then
You can't wound Kotek.
And the crack missile
At the
will
monolith?
fire at the monolith. Okay, rerolling 1s because of Grim Resolve.
Yeah, that's
Okay, into a 1. And then let's go ahead and let's use the twin last cannon here. We'll start with this guy. So he is in line of sight of these troops here. And then he's definitely in line of sight of the monolith. Yeah, he's good. That's there. Alright, so he'll fire his twin las cannon at the monolith.
Okay.
And then he'll fire his black sword missile launcher, because I think it's only a 36-inch range. We'll have him fire at the warriors.
Okay.
And then actually, how many... Yeah, because that's actually, I think that's all he can really see.
Okay.
Okay.
Is there only weapons he has?
Twin heavy bolters are going to that. Black sword missiles are going to the warriors.
Okay.
And then the twin las cannon is going to go with the monolith.
Alright, what are you doing first?
Okay, so we'll just do the twin las cannon. Okay, so it's going to be one hit.
One miss.
Okay, that's a wound.
Alright, minus?
-3.
For a last cannon?
Yeah, it's strength 9, AP -3.
That's a fail. D6 damage.
D6. 4-3.
4-3. Putting my guy down to 12.
Okay.
Moving swiftly on.
And then black sword missiles just into the Necrons. And they're going to get straight from run, so they're going to hit on 3s. Okay, those both hit. Okay, should just be one wound.
Minus?
AP -3.
So, no save.
Okay, and then the twin heavy bolter, same thing, strafing run. It's going to hit on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hitting on 3s. Not rerolling anything, so that's 5 hits. Wounding
Who's this
on
from?
3. This is from him.
Okay, same
Guy,
guy,
the
right?
warriors, yeah. Okay, nothing there. So we've got 3 wounds.
3 wounds minus?
-1.
1 dies.
Okay. Alright, and then for this guy, so his las cannons are just out of range. I think we established. Yeah, so he's just out. So he'll go ahead and he'll fire. He'll fire at. Let's see, I guess he's in range of all these guys.
He is indeed.
Not that that does much. I guess he can see this one Necron warrior there, so we'll just fire at that. We'll fire everything at that.
Okay.
That's all he's good. That's really all he can shoot.
Is he gonna be in range of his what is the he's got an assault cannon or
No, these twin las cannon, 2 black sword missiles, twin heavy bolter.
what's the range? 36 inches, right?
Yeah.
So he's within range of the
He should be within.
Yeah, he should be
Definitely be.
Should be good.
36 inches.
Yeah, he's fine.
Okay. All right. So twin las cannons, hitting on 3s, 1 hit. Wounding on a 6. AP -3. Black sword missiles, hitting on 3s, just 2 1s. Okay, and then 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and then that's, there we go, 5 hits. And then wounding on 3. Okay, a lot of 1s, yuck.
2.
Alright, just 2 wounds, AP -1.
5 ups.
Okay, makes 1. Alright, I already did the snipers, and I fired the crack missile, that's right. Okay.
You did.
Next.
So it should be that squad in the back there is your last squad.
Yep. So these guys are going to fire. They'll fire everything into the monolith, and we'll go ahead and do the. We'll do the same thing. We'll just give him Hellfire shells, and then we'll give him the stratagem so he does it on a 2.
Okay.
Okay, so that's it. D3 mortal wounds. Okay, 2 mortal wounds.
So that's gonna put me at.
Oh, and I'm gonna split
10.
fire too. I should have said that. Just because these guys should be in 24 inches. Yeah. All right. So I'm split firing. My heavy weapons are just all of them going at the monolith, and then just the regular bolt guns from the chaff marines here are gonna fire at that. So we'll fire the 3 missiles. They're gonna fire crack. They're gonna be hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s and 2s. Okay, it's 1 hit. Okay, so 2 hits. Wounding on 4, rerolling 1s. Okay, that's 1 wound.
Okay.
AP -2.
So I get a 5 up.
Okay, so he's good. And then we'll fire the bolt guns here, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and they're just firing at those Necrons there. Alright, so that's going to be 5 hits. Wounding on 4s. Okay, just 2 wounds.
Minus nothing, right?
Yeah.
Just bolters. 4 up save. That is a 5 and a 5. They're good.
Okay. And then Azrael's going to shoot into them as well. He'll fire on both profiles. So he'll be hitting on 3s instead of 2s.
Okay.
And then, because you're -1 for hitting on both.
Okay.
So we'll start with plasma. That's a hit. And then he'll be wounding on 3s. It's a wound.
Alright.
AP -3.
Chronometron. Nope.
Okay. And then just his regular master crafted bolt gun. Okay, that's a hit.
Minus.
Well, he's ballistic skill 2, so he has to hit on a 3.
Yep.
But he doesn't wound.
Okay.
Well, he rerolls once with Lieutenant. Okay, so that is gonna... No, because he's strength 4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Strength, so I wouldn't need
Or
4.
my guys are tough 4, so.
Yeah, strength 4, tough 4, so that doesn't...
Okay.
And that's it for my shooting phase. So
charge
we'll go
phase?
into the charge phase.
Move swiftly along. You got.
Don't have anything to charge, so we'll just go straight in a fight.
Go for it. Who do you choose?
I'll just start with these guys.
Okay.
Got 3 attacks. Okay, 3 hits. Wounding on 3s. Okay, just 1 wound.
Okay. Can't do anything about that, so this is going to be down to 1 wound because he did have 2 remaining. I'm going to go ahead and elect these mortals.
Oh, I did have 1 more model to shoot.
Who?
Just the heavy bolter.
Okay, go for it.
And then we'll just fire the heavy bolter into who wasn't in combat? Just these guys here?
Yep.
We'll just have them fire it into the warriors. There you go. Alright, so 2 hits.
Okay.
And then that's a wound. Wounding on 3s. AP -1. Alright, there we go. Okay. Resume.
Okay, so 6 attacks. You want to go ahead and take the camera since I'll be doing the attacks from here on out. 4, 5, 6 attacks. Actually, I think I lost 1, 2, 3, so it's actually 5 attacks. 3s, 5s for 1.
Okay. Just 1 save.
Sure, armor save.
And this is against the
Yep, the bike.
Okay, so that's 1, so he's down to 2 wounds.
2. And then you have nothing left to attack. No, you still have that bike, so.
Okay, so he's got 2 attacks. Okay, 1 hit. Wounding on 4. No wounds.
Nope. And then we have the scarabs. Not wraiths. I actually need 2 more dice if you want to grab me some dice. Thank you. Okay, so it was 4s. Now that we established that they are not wraiths, 4s into 5s. So 2.
Okay.
Can they finally finish him off? They do.
Makes 1 save.
He's down to 1.
Oh, this guy here?
Yeah.
Yeah, alright, so he's gone.
Finally. And that's going to be all the combat. So we'll move into, what is it, the bottom of turn 3?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll move into the bottom of turn 3. So, beginning of turn, or bottom of turn 3. You score objectives at the beginning of the turn. So 1, 2, 3. This was before I moved them. They were going to be on that objective. And then I went ahead and threw my will be done on these warriors here. I did some reanimation protocols. I actually brought back, I think, 4 mortals on 5s.
Yeah, it was a good roll.
It was a really good roll. Brought back just a couple of warriors, which also did not fail morale. Not within mortal pride range, but I lost 7 models. I rolled a 3, so it's going to equal the leadership of 10 that is Necrons. I think I brought back either 1 or 2 models here. I went ahead and advanced these guys. It's just going to go ahead and put me, I think I rolled a 6, so they move 11. So I went ahead and fanned them out just in case that gets moved anywhere. They're going to be within within the range. Monolith scooted over a little bit, gained a wound for living metal. Kotek, the Overlord, moved up a little bit. He's going to be shooting at, what is this, Samael?
Yep.
Shooting at Samael and potentially charging him. The Scarabs moved up a little bit just to control this objective here. They were already controlling, but just in case we move it 3 inches anywhere, they're going to be holding that objective. And the Warriors sort of moved up a little bit. They have a couple of different targets that they can shoot at. So that's going to put me at a 7 for victory points. Tier what, 1?
Just 1, yeah, because I don't have any objectives.
Yeah, and I scored what, the 3 back-to-back turns plus the first strike and your first strike.
Yep.
So moving quickly into the shooting phase. My Overlord is going to shoot, Kotek, sorry, is going to shoot into Samael. So, needing 3s. So, only 1 hit. And then he's going to be wounding you on a 3. So that is a wound. You do get your invulnerable save.
Okay, just a 1.
So that's a fail. So it's D3 damage. I do not have a command point. So anything higher than a 2 and he is dead. That is a 3.
Okay. I will spend, I guess, my last 2 command points for only in death does duty end, just so that way he goes down fighting.
Okay.
So he'll fire his twin storm bolters, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then he'll fire his plasma cannon. Okay. So that's going to be rerolling failed hits because of himself. Okay. So he's got 7 hits, wounding on 5. Okay.
Okay.
And that's going to be 2 wounds. AP
Hits.
0. Okay, got both of
Laughs
those.
at you.
And then 1d3, so 3 plasma shots. I'm overcharging, by the way.
Okay.
He's going to die, so
Might as well, right?
might as well go for it. Oops, sorry. Give me
Gotcha.
that. Okay. Alright, so that's going to be 3 hits.
Okay.
And then he's wounding on 3s. Okay, so that's going to be 3 wounds.
Okay.
AP minus 3.
So
2
lightning
damage
field gives him a 4-pin
Okay,
All
just
right.
fails 1.
And how much damage?
2.
Also has
Overcharge.
quantum shielding. So if I roll a 1. Nope. So
Do
he's
not.
just going to take 2. So leaves him down to 6. So as you struggle to put any damage onto Kotek, he smiles as your little speeder thing crashes
And
into the generator.
Does he explode? He does.
He explode with a speeder?
Yeah, he
With a
explodes.
little bike?
Yep, he does.
Okay.
So that's going to be more and more wounds.
What's the range of that?
6 inches.
6 inches? Okay.
Okay, it's just for 1 though.
Alright.
Okay, and I'll take him off. So we do have at least 2 explodes. So we're doubling our quota.
Yes.
Alright.
So for the shooting, don't believe the monolith is in range of anything. Basically just moved him, so he's just going to be sitting on an objective because it's an objective game. We have these warriors here. See if anybody is in range of these guys back here. Did my will be done on them. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 shots that are going to go into that blob there. So 9, and then we'll put 5 shots into this guy, and it's going to be at rapid fire range. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Being a 10, you're always stealing the dice. So these guys got my will be done. So 2s. 4s. Okay, so it's going to be that many wounds at -2.
Okay. So he's in cover, so he's going to be hitting on... Or, sorry, he's going to be making 5-ups. Okay. Valiant effort, but coming up short. So he's gone.
Okay, then 9 shots to that back squad over there. Beating 2s. And 4s. And this is just going to be at a -1. And they are behind that barricade, so they will be getting...
You said this is for the attack marines over there?
Yep.
Alright. Okay, so...
Yep, so they're good?
Yeah, alright.
So that's the end of my shooting phase. We're going to go into the charge phase. Just going to go ahead and charge these... I'm charge these warriors back into that squad there.
Go for it.
And that's about it, so let's see what they get. 7. So I'm just going to go ahead and wrap this guy up real quick, like. Alright, and then we'll go into the fight phase. So we're going to go ahead and fight with the guys who charge. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 attacks. Continue on 2s, because mine will be done. Winning you on 5s. Nothing. And then we got those immortals. Should be able to get everybody in there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Back up to 9. 9.
Alright, what are we doing?
3. And 5s. So just 1. There you go.
Wow. And he's good.
Alright.
So the bike squad really hanging in there.
So he gets to attack back.
Yep. Alright, so he's got 2 attacks. Both hit. Winning on 4s.
Going into the mortals, I'm guessing.
Yep.
Okay.
And then 2
Mortals,
wounds.
straight up save.
And 1 dies. Alright. And that is, unless there's anything else, I don't think so. That'll be the end of turn 3. We decided to call it after turn 3 just because the game's a little closer than it looks in terms of kill points, but it's a blowout in terms of objectives. I just can't get anybody onto an objective. I won't be able to do it for several turns. The game will be over.
Yeah.
Assuming that I didn't get any more infantry units like killed.
Because it's what, it's 7. So, it's 7 to 1 right now.
Yeah.
I think for your turn, you definitely would have killed the monolith.
Yeah, we actually, so we decided to see off camera just, you know, if I would have been productive, and essentially I would have had to move my jets over to here. They would have been within 6 of Azrael. Yeah. And then we just decided to see if it would work.
They would have cleaned off the monolith, but that does not stop. Let's say these guys took some pot shots here. Maybe they remove them, like best case scenario.
But even so, I'm still not getting any victory points.
Yeah,
I'm just slowing him down.
This, you're not going to kill this entire warrior blob in the time. He would move up and claim that objective next turn, probably shoot these guys off the board.
So really what it comes down to is, aside from the objectives, because there's just no way.
Yeah.
My jets were in great health, and my Devastator squads haven't taken any wounds. Yeah. Azrael's still on the board, so my Warlord's still around, so it would have been a little closer in terms of killing, but it's definitely one-sided by far and away for the objectives.
Yeah,
so
I don't think there was any points to get for killing. I think it was just the objectives.
I think it's still Linebreaker, Slay the Warlord.
Yeah, Linebreaker, Slay the Warlord, and First Strike. But
so I mean, I might have. So after taking out the monolith, you know, it's like I could have moved my jets around for the next 2 turns or whatever, and hope to stay on his side, and then I probably could
have moved the warriors to take Linebreaker as well to negate that.
So, so that's really
would have killed my warlord. I don't think I would have killed your warlord.
Best case for killing the warlord is I'd have to move my jets in such a way to put him there. But
he's
now
going to be tanking like nobody's business.
But we're in a totally different conversation now. But so Nathaniel, tell me what do you think your MVP model was, and what do you think underperformed?
So I think everything did you know, it did well. I don't think anything really underperformed. If I had to pick a worse model, it'd be the Destroyer Lord. He did take 2 rounds of fighting against Samael, but I think he was just kind of like wasted points. I feel like a Cryptek could have went with the Destroyers, given them a 5-up invuln. They don't need the reroll ones to wound. They already have reroll ones to hit, and then I'm just going to use the stratagem for annihilation protocols. So he was kind of, I think he's like 120 something points, so not really necessary. I could have taken a Cryptek with the the cloak, or just a normal Cryptek with the Veil of Darkness to move around with them anyways. Best unit, I mean, the Wraiths basically took up, they soaked up his entire army's first turn of shooting. Warriors did solid. I mean, Kotek is Kotek, he's a god. And then the Destroyers, they did well too. So if I'd have to give it to it, I'd probably give it to the Wraiths. They just soaked up an entire army's worth of firepower turn 1.
And just so everybody knows, Kotek is not a real Necron character. It's just a that's just an HQ character that Nathaniel wanted to give him a cool name.
He's my overlord
so
in the Catacomb Command Barge.
Don't go into Games Workshop looking for Kotek and trying to figure out
but do
what
go
he
to Games Workshop, get
yeah.
yourself a Catacomb Command Barge.
And then name him Kotek.
And then name him Kotek because he's a monster.
I guess for me, for my units, I guess my worst performer, I feel like would probably be Samael. He did good in that initial round of combat, but once he got stuck into combat, he really didn't do too much. Yeah. And at 188 points, that's kind of a lot for him to not actually kill anybody.
He did give you rerolls, but like I said, your first turn you killed the Wraiths, and that was about it. I think you killed 2 Destroyers, but I brought 1 back.
And then I guess for really good units, I had a couple that I feel like did what I wanted them to do. The Scouts plinked off a couple mortal wounds. The Jet Fighters were pretty reliable in terms of putting on damage. So I would say I'm probably going to give it to my Jet Fighters just because they did something every turn.
Yeah, they're really
They're
solid.
still on the board 3 turns in, which is rare. Usually they get blown off turn 1.
Yeah.
But had the game kept going, him and I showed that he would have at least taken the Monolith. So they would have, for sure, between the 2 of them, they got their points back.
Definitely, yeah.
They definitely did some work on the Destroyers. So, yeah, I'll say that my Jet Fighters are the best.
Yeah.
And what do you think about, how do you feel about the new chapter approved mission so far?
I really like it. I think it brings a lot of needed balance, much needed balance to the game. Turn 1 isn't always going to be a wash. You don't just, destroy or nuke your opponent off the board. With the missions, I think with the moving around the objectives, the missions are really objective based, so that makes for a much more interesting game. I feel like it's going to be much more strategic. You have to think. I think you also have to build your army to be able to do multiple things, whether that's move, whether that's take out heavies. You're basically just going to have to be thinking about a lot of things, and I kind of like that in a tabletop game where you're going to be, it brings more strategy instead of nuke your opponent turn 1, win the game.
Yeah, absolutely. And even so, even if let's say I could wipe out his whole list with just my Jet Fighters and my Devastators and Azrael. Even if I did do that under the new chapter approved, they have that.
You have to start booking guys around and start grabbing objectives.
Tabling is no longer an auto win, which I actually like better, just because I think that, like Nathaniel was saying, it brings the game away from just trying to slaughter your opponent and more into actually playing for the objectives. So next game we'll try to play a Maelstrom mission and demonstrate that. We hope that you guys enjoyed our Explodes on 6 chapter approved first game here.
Hell yeah.